Hi, I'm Sifu Kuttel and welcome to Taiji Connection, the series where we look at the moments between movements, the transitions between positions. Now, the section we're going to be looking at today comes from the Yang style long form, and this is where we're going to be doing Fair Lady works the shuttle to all four corners. Now, in that respect, it's quite simple. We're just going to be doing the same technique to our right and left sides. We'll be doing a 90-degree turn, but what makes this difficult is that we're also going to be doing a 270-degree turn. So this angle is what makes it difficult, and of course, maintaining that intention throughout the technique can also be pretty tricky. So first we're going to isolate the footwork, then we're going to learn how to keep that intention and do the transition properly, and then I'll even give you a way to train to be able to step around an obstacle and really understand the angles of this technique. So let's get to it. Let's begin with some of the easier footwork of this combination, and then we'll go back to the more difficult one. So to establish it, we're going to be doing a Fair Lady works the shuttle to one corner, and then we'll advance, and then Fair Lady works the shuttle to the other corner. It's really just stepping out corner to corner, and if you're looking at angles in particular, this makes a 90-degree change, okay? It's really not that bad. Now, there is a trick that you need to pay attention to, so I do want you to practice and make sure that this is nice and well established. So we'll step out bow stance all the way, my toes are pointing into the stance, and then from here I'm going to do a little bit of a transition. I'm going to shift back, turn the toes so that they are straight forward, and then either I'm going to step in towards my balance position, or I can step directly out, toes pointing in the direction, and then once I shift forward into my bow stance, my toes and knees are in the same direction, I have the gua open and good peng energy in the legs, so it's really important for your Tai Chi foundation. So again, after my bow stance, I shift back, turn the toes, step either direct, or I can go to my balance position and then shift forward. Again, shift back, pivot the toes, and then step forward. Okay, nice and simple. This is something though that you should establish and work on, so it's less to think about as we get into the technique itself. But now we have to be able to do this with the more difficult rotation, turning 270 degrees. As I just mentioned, this is going to be a very large turn. To put it into perspective, we're going to be doing a 180-degree turn and then turning an extra 90 degrees off of it, and we're going to be turning away from it. So it's not just a simple quarter turn, it's a 3/4 turn. And we want to avoid any extra bouncing on the foot or any hopping. We want to be able to do this with some good pivoting with our back foot. So we're going to use our balance position. Now I want you to step out with a left bow stance and think of how we would turn for a regular 180-degree pivot. We shift back, turn the toes in, and then now we can either step out, or if we need to, we can go to our balance position and then step out from there. We're going to use this same balance position hack, if you want to call it that, where we can shift our weight over to our right foot to allow our left foot to pivot more. Okay, so now my weight is on this foot. It allows me to easily move the other foot. Okay, you don't have to lift up like that. That's just to show that I have no weight on that foot. So again, right here, I shift back, raise the toes, turn, and then I'm going to step back. Now, when you do this balance position, you need to make sure that you don't just step directly next to your foot. If I step in too tight here, I limit the amount of pivoting that's possible. But if I give myself a little more space, a little more leeway, it's much easier to allow that step a little more pivot. Okay, so now let's put this into motion. We're not going to do this to the corners. We're going to make it on the straight lines, so it should be a little bit easier to see. And then we'll put it together on the corners. Let's start with the left bow stance forward, toes forward, shifting. We have the weight properly distributed over the legs. We're going to shift back, pivot. We want to think of doing that 180-degree turn. Now from here, I go to my balance position, I should be looking 180 degrees, put the weight on this foot, pivot even more, so now my toes point towards the corner, and now I can step out straight forward into my bow stance, okay? So again, we'll start right here. We have our bow stance straight forward, shifting back, pivot, turn, step, turn, step out, and now I'm able to step towards that straight line, okay? Nice and easy, one more time. I know it may be a little bit difficult to see at first, but this is the best way to follow at the last part. So again, shifting back, turn all the way around towards the right. Step with the right foot, find your position, pivot, and then now step forward, shift forward into bow stance. Let's work on the footwork with our angled out bow stances as well as our 270-degree turns, okay? So let's do this on the corners. We're not going to be doing this on the straight lines. It's more important to get used to it, how you would see it in the form. So we'll begin with our left foot. We're going to step out towards the corner. So for central, we step out with our left foot towards one corner. Now from here, I'm going to shift back, raise those toes, pivot in, and now I'm looking at that opposite corner, but I need to go even further. So I'm going to step in, pivot, and then step out towards my next corner. Now from here, it's quite an easy transition, okay? I'm just going to look towards the opposite corner, the one that we had already skipped over, and then shift back, pivot in, step in. I'm looking at my 180 degrees. This is where I want to do my pivot, point my toes, and then now towards the opposite corner. Now we've hit all four corners, okay? It may seem complicated, but just take your time. It's the exact same thing. Our left foot takes the easy bow stance. We shift back, we step with the right foot. Our right foot we're always turning towards the right and spinning towards the right. And then once we're in that bow stance, our left foot just goes to the opposite, to the 90 degree, that other corner. And then we turn towards our right, big turnaround, and then we have our right bow stance, okay? So again, take your time, follow along on this one. We're going to start with our left foot into the bow stance to the corner, shift back, 180 degree turn, step, continue to the opposite corner, step out, okay? Now again, the easy one, we shift. We're gonna step out with the left foot towards that corner we just passed by. And then now, shifting back, turning to the opposite corner. We're gonna skip this one, step in, and then out. Now we don't do another bow stance because that's the direction that we started, okay? Let's try it again. This time I'll face this way. Might be a little bit easier to see and follow along with. So I'm going to bow stance. I'm going to step out. Make sure we establish this. Bow stance towards this corner. 1. Shift back. Skip the corner. Turn around. Step in. Pivot. And then we step out. Here's our second corner. Now I'm just going to do that simple shift. Step out with my left foot. 3. Turn again to the right. Step in, skip that corner, and step out to the last corner. There's number 4, okay? In the end, we meet all 4 corners, but it's almost like 2 L shapes that combine to make an X. It's a really tricky footwork. Now there is a great way that we can practice this as well with a simple assistant, a simple piece of equipment. A nice piece of equipment that we can use for this is a simple pad. You can use a cushion, you can use a pillow. If it has 4 corners, it's going to make it a little bit easier, but it's not necessary. You can use something that's more circular, any kind of an object that you can place on the ground. Our main rules are you don't want to step over it or on it. So basically where it is on the ground, this is your obstacle, you move around it, okay? Now, when I have it on the ground, the first thing, maybe I'll illustrate for you, it might be a little bit easier, and this is also so we can match the angles of the form. I'm going to rotate it so if I'm looking at it, it's not a square, it's a diamond. And the first thing you want to think of doing this is that we're going to be stepping around, around, around the pad. Okay? So if I'm facing in the same direction as you can step out to the side. We'll start from the side corner. Step out with the left, move around to the right, step out with the left, move around to the right. And then just get used to moving around like this. This is actually a nice little footwork pattern that you can develop a little more balance, a little more agility. But this is the exact same way that we're going to be moving around the pad. So don't think of looking, your body should not be facing towards it for our first push, for our first maneuver. It's going to be facing away from it. Our second one will be closer to it. Our third one, again, it's to our back. And our fourth one, it's to our front. Okay, so we are doing those changes up like that. Okay, so now let's apply this footwork. I'll start again, same position. Over on the right corner, I'm going to use my bow stance this time. Step out, bow stance. I'm looking, my body, everything's towards this corner. Now from here, I'm going to shift back, turn and step in, pivot. And then now I'm going to step out towards the side and bow stance. Okay. Now from here, nice and easy, I just step towards my left, towards that other angle. I follow the plane of the pad. Then from here, I'm going to turn away where I just came from, step in, pivot, step out, bow stance. And then I can do the same thing again. Bow stance, shift, turn, I'm facing towards it, out, and then step to the other corner. I'm in front of it, it's at my back. Again, I turn, I pivot, going back, then I step in, pivot again, and then step out. A really nice, simple way that you can practice this. And now it's time to add the hands. When it comes to adding the hands, I'd like to break it up for the footwork. So again, we'll start with just our simple corner-to-corner footwork. And this is something that we've seen in forms before. So we'll start with our sword and shield position, or spear and shield position, fingertips pointing forward. I have my shield in front. I step out, raise as the toes come down, shift forward and press. Fingers stay up the whole time. No fingers and then palm. And then the same thing to the other side. Once I'm here, I'll just drop down, drop that hand down. I now have that shield and spear position. Step out, raise, and then press. And you can practice this to each side. The movement happens together. So think of moving the hands and the toes at the same time. So as I shift back, raise the toes, the hands start coming down, and I pivot. I step out. As the toes come down, the hand comes up, and then I press. Nice and simple, okay? But now we have to do our 270-degree turn. And when it comes to that, it's always moving in the same direction, and we're always going to do it the same way. And this is very similar to how we do our parting the wild horse's mane or even slanted flying preparatory position. We have one hand go to the shoulder, the other hand goes to the hip. Now in this case, it's always going to be our left hand going towards our shoulder and the right hand going down to the hip. And the nice thing is here, as I turn, the hand that is low stays low. The hand that is high stays high. They just both descend. So now I have shoulder and hip position. As I shift back, turn to the corner, and then now I step out. I have that same spear and shield position, and then I can finish up the technique. Okay, so let's try this together. Again, thinking of our corners, or if we had that diamond in the middle, I'm going to step out with my left foot first. Left hand comes up as the toes come down, push. Both hands, we go shoulder and hip. We can do this first right now. Turn 180 degrees, step, finish that turn, so we have 270. Step out, sword or spear and shield position, and then now we can move in and press. Nice and easy, I just go to spear and shield, out towards that other corner. Fair Lady works the shuttle, and then again descend, shoulder and hip, shift 180 degrees, step in, finish that 270, step out, up, and push. Okay, so we have a much easier way of working our timing out on this one, and always the exact same thing. Left hand drops to the shoulder, it's going to come over to my right shoulder, right hand goes to my left hip as I turn. Okay, almost think like you're going to do a parting the wild horse's mane. Okay. As a final demonstration, again, I can practice this with the pillow, the pad, the cushion, whatever you have. Again, so same thing, turn it so that we have that angle on it, and then we'll be starting from the right corner towards the right side. If this was a clock, we'd be at 3 o'clock. Okay. Now, go to your balance position. We'll get our sword and shield, or our spear and shield position. Step out with the left, hand comes up, push, hands descend as we shift back, almost like you're going to do parting the horse's mane. Step in, pivot, step out, up, press with the left hand. Nice and easy transition. Drop the hands, step out, up, and push. And then again, bring the hands to shoulder and hip. Turn back, step in, out, and then again we have our Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. All right, so there you have it. Now, not only do you have a clear method of direction to get to those 4 corners, but you understand how to maintain your intention as we move from one Fair Lady Works the Shuttle to the next, and you even have a way to train this to practice your footwork and make sure that you're stepping correctly. I hope you enjoy this lesson. I'll see you in the next.